Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. I know it has been a very long time since I've posted anything, and I do apologise for that to anyone who has been waiting for a long time or anyone who is new to my channel, because I have had quite a few subscribers lately, which is quite the surprise, very pleasant. Anyway, we are here in The Sims 4 today because I was going to do a bit of an update video to tell you guys things that have been going on for me IRL, which have meant that I haven't recorded as much. I have actually recorded things, I just haven't edited things and then uploaded them. So my bad. I actually recorded 2 Star Stable Christmas episodes which didn't get uploaded because I didn't edit them, but I will edit them and then I'll probably just upload them as unlisted, so anyone who does want to see what I did or watch them or whatever can. But then it will continue on from there, and I have some more videos that I need to do on that, and I need to carry on with 100 Baby Challenge and the Life of Riley, and I update on my Legacy Challenge because my Legacy Challenge that I've been playing off camera. And I have 2 builds from my fairy tale builds that I was doing a long time ago. I did the Troll Bridge and I did the Old Woman Who Lives in a Shoe. Did I do any others? I don't think I did any others after that, but I have 2 more, which is Jack and the Beanstalk and the Crooked Man Who Lived in a Crooked House Who Had a Crooked Cat, because we have cats and dogs in The Sims 4. But anyway, we're outside this little set of English style terrace homes, which is very common where I live. And that is because the one in the middle has been designed and replicated to be the house that I will be renting. So I will be renting a house within this year at some point. We'll just get into gameplay and I'll show you guys around. So this is my sim self. I'm in there doing something or other. Just press play, let them do whatever they're doing. So we have my sim self, we have my boyfriend sim self because I will be moving in with him, and then we have my 2 IRL cats, but they will not be moving with me, which is very sad, but I just shoved them in here anyway because I was quite happy with how they turned out. This is Tilly, who's actually Matilda, but we shorten it to Tilly. And then we have Imogen. And this sounds actually quite like Imogen because she goes meep. She can't meow. Don't know why, but yeah. They're both half Maine Coon, half Norwegian Forest cats. They're sisters. Imogen is slightly poofier, which makes her look bigger, but Tilly's putting on a little bit of weight, so this is quite not accurate anymore because she's a little bit chubbier than this. But so as I was saying, this is the house that I will be renting. I will be renting it off of my parents because my parents have invested in my granddad's old house. He has moved into not quite sheltered accommodation, he's still independent, but he's moved to somewhere where if he ever did need help, it's there sort of thing. And it's smaller because he didn't need such a big house now that he's on his own. So my parents bought it. My boyfriend and I are renovating it currently, so it doesn't look anything like this right now, but this is the plan for how we want it to look when it's done. So I might do a video where I show you, I'll build it so it looks how it looks now, which is horrendous because my granddad hasn't decorated it since sometime in the 60s, and there was layers upon layers upon layers of lino and carpet because instead of ripping it up and replacing it, he just kept putting more down. I don't know why, and there was cladding everywhere. It was old and it needed renovating, and it is still old and needs renovating, which is what we're in the middle of doing. But so I've been doing that, which has been a bit of a process. It's been a bit slower than we hoped because of certain things, but solicitors and all that kind of stuff. But it's going to be exciting to finally be out of my parents' house. Technically I'll be in my parents' other home that they own, but I'll be there renting it from them, like real adulting. It'll be so cool, which gives also my partner and I more space to do what we want to do. But anyway, I'll do a quick tour of what we're hoping it looks like. Out the front here they have these little areas where it's just sort of like tiny mini garden, and I've made it look a bit like a rockery because my boyfriend is a gardener and he likes to make rockeries. They are part of his favourite thing to do, so I tried to replicate that in The Sims. Some of this was made before the size down tool, so that's why lots of these plants are quite large. They probably should be smaller, but meh, whatevs. And then I'll say front door, and you come in and there's a tiny little vestibule, very small, and then you go further and I'll go down into this mode tab, and I've got to remember how you control it. Okay, so then shift, so I come in here and then there's oh look, it's a hallway, how typical, nice and hallway. And then if we go in here, this is loud TV, This would be the living room. Our TV isn't actually that large, but it's slightly larger than the one in The Sims, so I kind of just sized it up a tiny bit. And then this would just be like, we sort of said we want to go for modern country in all of the rooms, so that's why there's some of these renovated-y bits. Guys, you're so loud. I hope they're not so loud for you guys. Anyway, and then over here, these shelves are to represent the fact that we are both nerds and we have lots of nerdy things, so I was trying my best to make it look like that. So the stuff at the top is sort of meant to be Game of Thrones styly stuff because we like Game of Thrones, and also it's meant to be an old console that I've shoved up there because we've got old consoles and new consoles, but it didn't quite look that way. And then I have a bunch of Zelda and Sims stuff, so I was trying to make things look like that. He plays things like Destiny, so I was trying to put like robots and stuff in because they've got like all the tech suits. We both recently have been playing a lot of Ark Survival Evolved, super fun game, dinosaurs, so that's why there's dinosaurs in this shelf, which just looks a bit random. And then if you turn around this way, there's a tapestry which is meant to be sort of I got him Ark Survival Evolved for his birthday, which is just before Christmas. And a map was in it, which was like a silk map wall hanging thing, so that's kind of what that was to represent. And then these are just framed nerdy images because that's what our house is probably going to be like. It's going to try and be adult and sophisticated in some ways, but also we're nerds, so there'll be little hints of nerd everywhere within it. And then if we go back out into the hallway, so over here, nice hallway, this would sort of be like, you know, taking off your shoes or whatever, and down this way there is this sort of, there's a cupboard here in the wall, but I couldn't replicate that, which just has like the power and stuff in, and it would be where I would put cleaning supplies, I suppose. And then there's a cupboard there, which will be like coats and stuff. And then this room, this is technically in the house, this would be a sliding door in actuality. And on the inside of the dining room I want it to look like a farm door, so we're going to try and do that with like plywood and stuff, but on the outside I was just going to paper it so it sort of blends in. Can't replicate that in The Sims though, so I just gave it a big door because it's quite wide. Oh, one of the cats is yowling. I was like, what is going on? Anyway, so we just have a little dining room set up here, some paintings, nice little sort of old country farm, don't know what that was. Table and chairs with little bits of modern stuff everywhere, little bits of hint of country and stuff. I keep saying and stuff, I'm sorry. And this is technically meant to just represent that there's a big cupboard that's built in there, so I tried to put that in. There is currently a really ugly Art Deco fireplace that we're getting rid of. It is like, it's just bad. It's huge and clunky and takes up loads of space and it's bad. So there we go, that would be the dining room idea. The kitchen is through here, again sliding door type thing, which is why that's there, to represent the sliding door. And then on this side, oh hello, on this side, random storage. We're actually doing up a unit currently because if you guys didn't know, I am trying to start up a business where I upcycle furniture, so we're currently doing up a unit for ourselves as well in the midst of all that. And that's gonna have like pots and pans and cat food and whatever in, because I do want a cat when we move there. We can't take mine with me, but we will be getting a new one at some point because I need to have a cat in my life or I will explode. Random fridge setup. This currently is actually where the fireplace used to be, but we're going to knock out an area in the fireplace where we're going to have a hob, which means that we wouldn't actually have the oven section of this, we'd just have the hob. And then where those two washing machines are, well, the washer and dryer stacked on top of each other, are meant to represent wall ovens. Can't do that in The Sims again, so I just kind of shoved them over there as pretend. I also had to size up random shelves to put on top of these counters to make it look like wood counters, because my plan is to have white cabinets with wood countertops. Not actual wood, just, you know, the appearance of wood, because actual wood would be expensive. Fake vinyl slate grey tile floor, so it wouldn't actually be. Shh. I think that's Tilly. Tilly, shush. They're probably hungry because I don't think my Sims are smart enough. Oh, there is an eclectic tray. My bad. I'll just whack one of them in the garden somewhere. Whoops. I didn't initially plan for these Sims to be in here, to be honest. When I did this, I just whacked them in. We can have this fancy one so I don't have to deal with cat poop whilst we're at it. So off you go. Enjoy yourself. Back to my tour. Tab mode. Zoom on through. Come on. Oh, it's going slow. There we go. Back in the room. Oh, back in the ceiling. So as I was saying, that would be just a hob, not an oven. Those would technically be double wall oveny thingies. Grass, someone needs to change that. That's not nice. On pause, and then that would actually be a washing machine and dishwasher, sink, whatever. So yeah, and what I want to have on the walls is subway tiles in that sort of green, but in a herringbone pattern, and this was the closest I could get to it, so that's why we have that. Some open shelving, because that would be nice. There are literally plants all over this house because my boyfriend, as I said, is a gardener and we both like plants, so they are everywhere. We're going sort of for a as I say, country garden / modern-ish slant on that, and we wanted to have green and copper and white, and obviously like natural wood colours was the scheme. If I go outside, sorry about my sniffles as well, not very attractive, is it? Down, 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 outside. There's this little area which I've just shoved some potted plants and stuff down because it's like a weird alleyway, as you can see, which is accurate to what it is, and then I've just done some hanging plants and things because, ooh, too low. Hanging plants and stuff and wind chimes just to make it nice, and then we'll just shove that litter box in there. That wouldn't actually be there. More planting things because we want to grow some of our own herbs and vegetables. A nice little tree over there because it's a garden, so it's just concrete, so it'd be nice to make it look a little bit nicer. There is a shed that my father actually built when he was about 16, 17 when he lived there, and we're going to renovate that a bit. We're not doing much to it, we're just going to like take care of the wood and fix the roof because the roof is perspex, so that's why I've tried to symbolise it with this. And then it's not actually going to just be a random tool shed type thing as I've made it here. We're going to sort of make it into a mini greenhouse type thing to help raise some plants. Again, because of the gardener thing, there's a little barbecue and sitting area because my boyfriend loves to do barbecues. Hey Tilly and Imogen, you guys are so noisy. Okay, and then if we go upstairs, in fact I'll go into the corridor first. Ah, oh, look at that! It was like I opened the doors, but it wasn't, it was Tilly, but thanks Tilly, that made it look like I did things. Oh, timing. So then, oh look, it's stairs, very boring stairs, but if we go upstairs, I don't know if the lights are on. Oh, there isn't an upstairs, that would help. There we go. Keep going up. Ah, I'm inside the washing machine. Spoilers. So yeah, anyway, hallway, very bland, very plain. But then over here, there would be a dryer space and linen sort of thing. It'd probably be actually a closet and closed off. I don't know, but that's sort of the plan. Through here is the master bedroom. Oh, very fancy, very orientally Asian scheme going on because that's what we wanted to do. Luckily, the wood floors in the game actually look quite like the wood floors that we have in real life because, as I said earlier, lots of lino and carpet for some reason, which meant that all the floors were quite good condition, so that's cool. So we're just going to have to sand them down and stain them and varnish them again, so that'll be cool beans. And then this would technically be a bed with storage underneath because I'm obsessed with lots of storage everywhere. And these are to represent 3 large black wood canvas thingies that a friend gave my mum many years ago that my mum's giving to me, and they're just like big black ones, and they've got like chipped into them a design, an orientally design of like trees and birds and stuff, very pretty. So they're going to act as sort of a headboard thing, and the giraffe lamps are actually to represent I am currently creating my own elephant lamps where I have acquired elephant sculptures from Homebase or B&Q, I can't remember, I think it's B&Q, and they were quite cheap. They were like the last ones there, so we got 2 of them. I got 2 chopping boards, but they're like as if you just sliced through a trunk of a tree, so it's got the wood around, like the bark around the edge, which is very pretty, and it has the rings in the middle. I think it's acacia wood, I might be getting that wrong, but anyway, so I've got 2 of them, similar sizes. I've got the 2 elephants, and then I'm going to attach lamps through there and do my own patterns on the lampshades and stuff, so that's what they're representing. I hope some of this makes sense from what I'm talking about. We have a unit similar to that black one over there, like the sets of drawers, but it's a bit different. We have more shelving with more plants and stuff over there. There is an old fireplace in that room. It will not actually be a functioning fireplace, nor will the ones downstairs, but they will still have fire surrounds, so we'll probably just put like fake logs, plants or candles in there. Haven't really decided what. Built-in wardrobe, and this is just a divider that I will be creating myself in real life to hide the radiator, because you have to have a radiator or you'll be cold, and I just don't want it in the room looking all ugly and ruining my scheme. So whoops, sneak peek there. So if we keep going down here and then turn into here, this would be my office. Yay, I'll have an office space and I won't have to have my computer and things in my bedroom, and I can separate everything. So this is what my computer desk currently kind of looks like, to be honest. There's a large television, which is what I use as my monitor, so ignore the mini monitor, that's not actually there, it's just the mouse and keyboard, but in The Sims it doesn't work that way. Underneath, that's meant to represent my tower for my computer. There's a succulent inside of a cat, because I am cat obsessed. I have a little Moroccan lantern that I have on my desk, which is very cute, so that's what that is meant to be. And I have, my desk is longer than the ones in The Sims, and I have a unit, I don't know, you might, if you've seen the Alex range from IKEA, I have the grey version of the Alex desk and the Alex unit that is similar to that, also in grey, next to it, which, you know, kind of makes it extended, and that has my PS4 on it. So that's what the tablet is representing, is a PS4, because I do both PS4 games and PC games. I only record PC games because I'm not smart enough to figure out how to do PS4 games. Eventually I might, and I also eventually would like to stream, because that would be fun. In the room there's currently like this shelving built-in thing, so either we'll just renovate that or make our own, which is what this is to represent. And I currently, actually I might take that out, because I currently have behind me in my actual room now a wardrobe that I will not be using as a wardrobe, and I'm going to renovate into, or like upcycle, whatever you want to call it, into a cupboard. And then I'm going to have paperwork and stuff in there for both me and my partner, so like anything where it's tax returns and all that kind of stuff, because we're both doing like self-employed businesses, so you need to keep stock of all that thing. Cat bed for the future cat that I've mentioned before, cat toys for the future cat that I have mentioned before. A set of drawers over here, which would just sort of act as storage for art supplies and things like that, because I also do illustration. It's like a very confusing business. I basically do all the things that I can from home, which means I don't have to go out and have a scary job with other humans, because I'm a big wuss. So I'm trying to do the illustration business, and I'm trying to do the upcycling business. My boyfriend's trying to do the gardening business. We're currently renovating the house that we're going to then rent, and YouTube on the side. If that eventually made money too, that would be cool. It's not likely, but you know, you can dream. So that's what those childlike images above that cupboard, above that set of drawers, sorry, is meant to be, representing sort of my own illustration work, because originally I wanted to be a children's illustrator. I don't know what I'm going to be now. We'll see what happens. Some sort of organisery stuff behind me, because I need to try and get more organised in real life. And then this couch is to represent a pull-out bed couch that we have. So when I have guests, I would stay in here with my partner, and then the guests would stay in the nice bedroom, because then I could still have access to my computer and stuff, and it wouldn't be a problem, and whatever future cat I have could live in here and not be scared of whoever's visiting, because cats are a little bit particular sometimes. Oh look, hey! Cat posters, because, you know, as I said, cat obsessed, and I thought they were cute. And then this room is the woodworking room, which I've tried to make look like we're currently doing up this little set of drawers, because this is what I would like to do as my business. This is what I'm trying to currently set up. So we've got woodworking tables, we've got a like tool rack thing is what that's meant to represent, because they don't actually have one in The Sims. We currently have been doing some pieces of furniture there, because whilst we're waiting on solicitors, so then we can do insurance, and then we can have electricians and all the builders and all that kind of stuff come in and finally start doing all the big work that we can't do, because we've ripped up the carpets and that lie now, and we've stripped the walls, and that's about all we can do with our like current skill set. So we're going to learn to do the other things though, like plastering and little plumbing bits and stuff like that, because my dad knows some of them, and my partner's friend has a building firm and he's going to teach us some things, he said, so that's cool. But yeah, so we've been doing little bits of furniture up there whilst we can, because we just want to spend lots of time up there being all creative and thinking of the future and how exciting that will be. This little room over here, you might be asking, like, what is that? It is a boiler room. That is literally all it is. It just has a fake boiler in there and some pipes which will be boxed off because I don't want to look at it. And then some shelves. These curtains would be, basically I want to have the ability to hang up sheets in a square in this section, so when I'm spray painting furniture and it's raining outside, I can do it indoors and not destroy the rest of the room or items in it, is the plan there. And then the final room that I didn't show you is just, oh hello, oh no, what are you doing? Oh, he's washing dishes. Okay, didn't want to watch me go to the toilet. It's just a simple bathroom where currently there's like a clawfoot tub there. It's not in the best condition. It's also not what we want because neither of us particularly like baths, so it would be wasted. We both prefer showers, so we're going to have a shower put in, probably a bigger shower than this, but again, Sims doesn't really represent that very well. And it's not a very large bathroom, but it is what it is. And this is to represent, I want like Marrakesh tiling on the floors because I think it's beautiful. And then just sort of tiling of white on the walls would be quite nice. But yeah, so I believe I have shown you everything now in my tour of all the things, but that's basic, and it's become nighttime now, it's taken me so long to tour everything, wow. But yes, that's basically the plan at the moment, so that is what I've been somewhat busy with, trying to get organised and doing that and starting the renovation and being all excited, and then B12 being low and me being all tired to do, too tired to do anything, blah 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 blah. I did actually record like a tour of the actual house, which I might put up at some point, where I discuss some of the things. I might put it on a separate channel and have a channel dedicated to the renovation. I don't know, we'll see. But that is there, so if anyone's interested, let me know and I'll edit it and upload it. But that was just my update of where I have been, and I am back and I will do stuff. It won't be very consistent because I'm not very consistent right now, just cause I'm a mess. But I have been trying, I have been recording, I just haven't been editing because my editing software sucks and I don't like editing on it, which is annoying. If you don't like editing, it just kind of makes the whole process very difficult. But yeah, so I need to work on the motivation for the editing side of things. I need to get back into all my businessy stuff that I'm working on as well and get a bit more organised with that because I haven't been that organised. Like Christmas sort of made everything a bit more jumbly as well, and then after Christmas it was my birthday, so you know, that got in the way slightly. And other than that, the only other thing is I've been going to counselling. I don't know if I mentioned that previously, but I've been going to counselling for the last, I want to say 8 weeks, and I've got more sessions to go. And been working through a lot of things that have been affecting me for a very long time, since probably the age of 7 or something. A lot of things happened, and then a lot of worse things happened from the age of about 12 to 14, and that persisted till I was about 21. So there's been a lot that happened within those years that wasn't very nice, that I've been working through. Obviously personal, so I'm not gonna like super go into. Why is Tilly anxious? What's why are you anxious, child? Are you hungry? Oh, you want attention? Do you know what? Look at this. Whoa, problem solved. Whoa, crazy. I'm too busy to look after you right now. In the real world, I'm really good at looking after you. I had to clean up after you last night because you weren't very well. You threw up in my bedroom at 3 in the morning. Thanks for that. You also brought me a mouse the other night to be like, hey, I'm hungry, because that's how you tell people you're hungry these days, according to cats. That is a random alarm. Thank you, phone, for telling me that it is 9:15. Don't know why I have that. But anyway, ramble. So, let's recap on the things. So, setting up own business in upcycling furniture, sort of interior design aspects and illustration. So that keeps me busy. Dealing with lots of past things in counselling, which is very tiring. Anyone who's been to counselling will understand. Anyone who hasn't been to counselling probably doesn't understand, but take it from me, it's very hard working through things that you've repressed for a very long time. It makes you very tired. And also house renovation, so that's been going on as well. And I think that's everything that I need to talk about in the update. So I will be returning to YouTube. Probably not super consistent, probably not tons and tons of videos. I did try do like daily uploads for about 2 weeks, and it was fun, but I just didn't have the time really, because my editing software I hated. So if I could get better editing software, maybe I'd find it more exciting and do more often. But anyway, so coming back to YouTube, we'll be continuing with all the Sims things and doing more fairy tale builds, 100 baby challenge, Life of Riley, doing an update at some point on my legacy, because I have played a little bit like off camera with that, not loads but bits and bobs, so it has changed from the first video, and Star Stable, and maybe other videos, I don't know. Eventually I would love to stream Ark because I think it's an awesome game, and that's basically the game that I've been playing in my spare time. But yeah, thank you very much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this video. Please feel free to leave a like or comment down below. Let me know what you did at Christmas and New Year's and all those things, and like what cool stuff you might have got. I didn't say any of the things I got other than I got Ark Survival, so that's cool. I also got some other stuff, but I don't know, maybe I'll tell you in another video if you're interested in that. So just let me know anything you'd like to know or see, and I hope to see you in the next video. So take care everyone, bye bye!